Welcome back to Return to Self with myself, Tanya Ray Bethune. I'm coming to you today with episode 24. Today's conversation is for women who has been carrying silent battles, the women who has been strong for everybody else, the women who has questions her worth because of her struggles, her weaknesses, her wounds, or the areas where she still feels like she is healing. Because so many women have been taught to associate weakness with failure. They've been taught to believe that if they struggle emotionally, if they battle insecurity, if they feel overwhelmed, if they are still healing from painful experience, then somehow they are less valuable. Well, what if weakness is not proof that you are broken? What if weakness is actually the place where God wants to reveal his strength the most? Today, we are talking about strength beyond struggles. That's our topic today. Strength beyond struggles. Not strength that comes from pretending, not strength that comes from perfection, but strength that comes from God meeting us in our weakest places. Because weakness does not make you worthless, and your struggles do not cancel your value. In 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 9 and 10, Paul said, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardship, in persecution, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong." And this is the heart of the message: strength beyond your struggle. Not because we never struggle, not because we always have it together, and not because we never feel weak, but because even in our weakest moment, God's strength continues to sustain us. The struggle is not the end of your story. The weakness is not your identity, and the pain is not proof that God has left you. Sometimes the very places where we feel the weakest become the places where God develops the deepest strength within us. So today, I want to encourage you to stop measuring yourself by your struggles, because your struggles may explain what you have been through, but they do not define who you are. You are still valuable. You're still chosen. You're growing. You're healing, becoming, and still worthy of God's love, his grace, and purpose for your life. Because where you are weak, he is strong. So I also want to encourage every woman to remember this: you do not have to carry the pressures of being perfect. You do not have to hide your weak places. And you do not have to condemn yourself for still being in process. Give yourself grace. Give yourself room to heal, and give yourself permission to grow, because God is still working on you. He's still strengthening you. He's still healing you, and he's still shaping you into the woman he created you to be. And no matter what struggles you may face, never forget this: there is strength beyond your struggles, because where you are weak, God is strong. Be blessed and be encouraged.